Gameday #77, Los Angeles Kings vs Calgary Flames. For the first time since the 9th of April, 2015, the Calgary Flames have an opportunity to clinch a playoff spot. Just under 2 years ago, the Flames clinched a playoff berth by beating the Los Angeles Kings in Game 81 of the season. Well, this time around, Calgary has an opportunity to clinch with far more margin for error, but, funny enough, their first chance to do it comes against the same team. The Flames will look to become his sixth team in the West to punch their postseason ticket tonight when they play host to the Kings, 7 p.m., Sportsnet West and Sportsnet 960. Calgary Flames 4-3-2-9-4 Pacific Division. Matthew Tkachuk, Mikael Backlund, Michael Frolik, Johnny Gaudreau, Sean Monahan, Michael Furland, Chris Versteeg, Matt Stahan, Troy Brownwell, Lance Bomer, Sam Bennett, Alex Chiasson, Mark Giordano, Dougie Hamilton, TJ Brody, Michael Stone, Matt Budkowski, Derek Engelland. The clinching scenario is clear for the Flames: the next time they win a game in any fashion, or the next time the Kings lose in regulation, the chase is over. While that gives Calgary some decent margin for error, the team is also pretty adamant they don't want to wait to secure a spot. With that being said, it sounds like the Flames are pretty focused on having an urgent effort tonight, despite the fact they're going up against a team 13 points behind them in the standings. In terms of the Pacific Division, though, Calgary would still find themselves looking up at the Ducks, Sharks, and Oilers at the end of the night. All three of those teams won on Tuesday, ensuring the Flames will stay in the first wildcard spot for the time being. After a 4-point outing in Monday's 4-2 win over the Colorado Avalanche, Monahan now has 10 points in his last 5 games and has quietly crept up to second in team scoring behind only his line-mate Gaudreau. Monahan leads the team with 26 goals and has a realistic shot for hitting the 30 mark for the second time in his career. We talk a lot about the difference between 30-goal scorers and guys who have scored 30 goals. Well, Monahan getting to 30 for a second time in his first 4 seasons would definitely qualify him for the former. Regardless, with 21 points in his last 17 games, Monahan is choosing the most important time of year to get his game into full swing. Also producing more of late is Brownwell, who scored again on Monday night and actually ended up netting the game winner. Brownwell now has 3 goals in his last 4 games, with a couple coming on the power play. As we mentioned on Monday, the Flames are very much hoping this is a sign of Brownwell's season kicking into gear, because things have been largely disappointing for much of his first Calgary campaign. Whether this is just a few goals going in or an actual uptick in play is still unknown, but the Flames are certainly hoping their big free agent signing last summer is rounding into form. With a playoff spot on the line, it goes without saying Brian Elliott gets the start in net tonight. Elliott will start his 3rd consecutive game and was very good once again on Monday against the Avalanche. Since the 1st of February, Elliott has lost just 2 games in regulation and sits 1-6-2-1 during that span with a 0.932 save percentage. Overall, Elliott's record has improved to 2.5-1-4-3 with a 2.47 goals against average and a 0.911 save percentage. Los Angeles Kings 3-5-3-3-7 Pacific Division. Dustin Brown, Ans Kopitar, Jerome Iginla, Tanner Pearson, Jeff Carter, Tyler Toffoli, Andy Undroff, Nic Doubt, Johnny Brzezinski, Adrian Kemptrevor, Lewis Kyle Clifford, Derek Ford, Drew Doughty, Jake Muzzin, Paul Ladu, Braden McNabb, Alec Martinez. This season for the Kings is officially on life support after their 2-1 loss to the Edmonton Oilers last night. Los Angeles is now officially unable to catch the Ducks, Sharks, and Oilers in the Pacific Division and are on the verge of being unable to reel in the Flames, too. To think this team was holding down a playoff spot somewhat comfortably about 6 weeks ago is pretty astonishing, but they haven't been able to win the games they've needed to down the stretch. The Kings need to win their final 7 games if they want to have even the slimmest chance of playing postseason hockey, and the way things are trending, that just doesn't seem overly likely. The same old story keeps repeating itself for the Kings, and did so last night, too. LA just cannot score goals, and that was very much true against the Oilers as they managed just 1 on 35 shots by the end of the night. The Kings sit just 25th in the NHL by averaging 2.39 goals per game, and that just doesn't mesh with the 31.5 shots per game they average. Furthermore, Los Angeles is the league's #1 possession team by shot metrics, but they've had extreme difficulty all year in turning offensive zone time into quality scoring chances and goals. With Jonathan Quick starting in Edmonton last night, the thought is Ben Bishop will get the start against the Flames tonight. Bishop has started 5 games since arriving in Los Angeles but hasn't been able to have a ton of success. In those 5 starts, Bishop is 1-2 with just a .900 save percentage, and he certainly hasn't solidified the team's goaltending situation the way it was hoped he would. On the season, Bishop sits 1.7-1.4-5 with a 2.54 goals against average and a .910 save percentage. Thanks a lot for watching. Please subscribe to our channel for daily videos.